Good afternoon. Welcome to Forexample Trading. I'm Ben Newman, as you probably already know if you've seen my videos before. If you haven't, then do subscribe to the YouTube channel. You'll get notifications of all my broadcasts. Generally, I keep them brief, so I'm not going to bore the hell out of you with them, but they are really just to demonstrate what we're doing in the trading arena collectively. That's both myself, adding signals, information, trade ideas, risk information, various news information that's going to help you with your trades, as well as the other members of the trading arena, some of them very experienced, very adequate traders, but we're bringing gradually new traders in and bringing them up to the same level via the course that we have, the experience that you'll gain from the other people in the trading arena, as well as the one-on-one support from myself. So do join us if you want to join the free trading arena, just to get a taste of what this is all about and see whether it is for you. Trading isn't for everyone, and I will be very honest about that from the outset. I'll have a conversation with you. I'll tell you what's involved. If you really don't think it's for you, or I don't think it's for you, in fact, from the experience that I've had with lots and lots of different traders at different levels, lots that have succeeded, some that haven't, you know, I really know my way around this stuff. So I'm happy to have no obligation chat with you and just see what we can do. So the other day I went through the ESMA regulations. I didn't do a video yesterday, but because of the big changes that happened at the start of August, you are going to need a broker that's going to be accommodating your trades if you really want to make this work for you. We can provide that solution. I use IC Markets. I moved all my money over to them, and they are not restricted by these ESMA regulations that have just been enforced. And it basically means that you're very limited in terms of the amount of trades that you can place simultaneously, and it is designed to protect you, to stop you losing too much money, stop you spending too much money and not being responsible for it, as well as the brokers taking advantage of people. They can't do that either. That's what it's designed for. In reality, what it does is it does restrict you as a retail trader, unless you're a professional trader that's earning $500,000 plus a year and provable trades and so on. You're not going to qualify for that unless you use the broker that we recommend, IC Markets. We can help you get set up with them, right? The reason I didn't do a video yesterday because there wasn't that much to tell, truth be told. We placed a few trades, kind of broke even on the smaller trades, but the ones that are really important, what I've been working on to do is to give a trading solution for all our clients. And really I can split our clients into two categories. They're the ones that are brand new beginners, and most of them are working full time, or certainly they've got a job that they're doing that is their primary income. And there's the other type that are more experienced, and most of those guys have been with me for a long time now. Some of them are admin in the trading arena itself, and they are trading, and that is their primary income, much like it is mine. Okay, so two categories: one that's sort of starting out or working, or part-time traders, let's say, and then we've got full-time traders or traders that are using this as their primary income. They haven't got jobs of other sorts. And now what I need to do to really provide a solution for both those traders, the ones that are trading full time, you know, you're looking at the markets all the time, so you can capitalize on shorter term trades because you've got your eye on the market. For those of you that are trading part time, that's a lot more difficult, and that is something that we've been trying to find a solution for a long time. But I think now, because of the input that's going into the group, it is a possibility, and I'm more than happy to talk you through those solutions. So I'm going to have a look, just going to show you what we've been looking at past couple of days. First of all, there's my MT4. We've got a couple of trades running here. There hasn't been too much going on today. This is the Euro JPY, and I'll show you on a 15-minute view. This has just been going sideways. It hasn't gone anywhere. We're still managed to just sitting in profit, but it really hasn't gone anywhere at all. If you compare that to the gold trade here, which is nicely in profit now, but that's again taken all day to get to that point. It went up and then it dropped back down. So it's been a bit of a bitty day. But to get to the point about this, what I'm aiming to do is to be putting in longer term trades, which means that if you're a part-time trader, you can place this in an evening and you can leave it to run overnight. I'll help you set your stop losses so it doesn't bust the trade when the market opens. There's ways to do that through just knowing your levels, knowing where it's likely to move to and from, and so on. So these are trades, as you can see, that a couple of these are from last week even. So this one from the 1st of the 8th, but these are trades on gold, and you can see they are big profit trades. And the reason they're big profit trades is because they run for a long time. All right, so this one you can see was running for 7 hours or so. This one I think was running overnight. In fact, I think it opened again, but you can see my point. And what we're trying to do is build these bigger trade opportunities. And the way we do that is we analyze the market and we start to look at longer term trades. So what you need to do that to achieve these longer term trades is you need to be able to identify your levels, where the range is on certain time frames, particularly the longer time frames. And then you have to be prepared to set a slightly more generous stop loss. So for these types of trades, you're going to need a healthier account. You're going to need more money in the account. But once you've got more money in the account, and I've said this again and again, this opens the door to you to be allowed to give the trades room to breathe. So you can set more generous stop losses on your trades, and this is going to help you to make more money in the long term. Then, if you are in a position where you've got the luxury of being able to look at these markets through the daytime, you have your long-term big profit trades just running in the background. And then when you're able to sit down and look at shorter trades, then you can do that as well and you capitalize from that. But I know that even when days aren't too good, like today and yesterday have been pretty slow. We expected I'll show you in a minute, we're expecting the pound to pick up a bit. It's just getting battered. You know, I'm comparing the pound to the government in Britain at the moment, and it's just weak. It doesn't seem to have any kind of purpose or direction. So call it coincidence, call it what you want, but the pound is almost mirroring what our government are doing, our politicians are doing at the moment. That's why I see it. So it's very difficult to trade with it. It's showing all the signs that it should be picking up, and it's just not getting there. So we're kind of hanging on, and it's the same story with this Euro JPY. This is in a position where this Euro should be picking up, and it just isn't doing it. And that could be to do with a lot of the meetings that are going on, you know, what Trump's doing and so on. But the point is that while we're in this kind of flatlining of the majors or some of the minors as well, then we can just have these longer term trades that are running and they're building us profit, nice bread and butter trades that will be running in the background. And it doesn't matter when we get slower days because we're still making the big profit from those. So if anyone wants to talk to me about that, that's really where I aim my solution to your trading needs, and I want to be able to accommodate any client that's coming in. As long as you're keen to learn, you're willing to get involved in the trading arena and really get to a point where you're making money, that's who I want in that trading arena. Traders for me that are losing money are no good. You know, I don't want people losing money in here. It's vitally important in this trading arena. The quality is far more important to me than the quantity. I don't want to just drag people in for the sake of it, and the only reason that I'm charging what I charge is to make sure that the quality is in there. If you're coming in and you're asking me if you can open an account with $200, and are you going to be able to make the same sort of money as me? No, you're not. You know, be realistic about it. If you're coming in, you've got the money to pay to get into this arena. You need to have an adequate trade account amount, or certainly be working towards that. Again, I can help with that. And make sure that you're fully prepared mentally and you've got the right setup of your accounts, trading view, all the things you need, which I can help with, but I'll be realistic about what you need to do it. So there we go. So these two trades, you know, not bad profit considering not much has been going on today. And I'll just show you what we're looking at, or how we're able to get to a point where we're establishing these sort of trades. By the way, there's a couple of signals went out. They weren't meant to, but you can see these going back to yesterday. But this gold trade, I didn't mean that to send actually. I don't know why it did. But there you go. So if you pick that up, then you've got a lucky freebie. Now, what's going on in the news? I'm just going to run through this because this is really affecting what's happening. And a lot of this is to do with the fact that here we go. The US is fueling Saudi Arabia's deepening diplomatic rift with Canada, experts say. And then there was Trump is having dinner with the business leaders, including Boeing, Pepsi, and so on. All of those things will affect the markets, and what it will cause buyers and sellers to do is just sit tight until these things are sort of resolved, or you know, whatever Trump's going to do to upset the markets, which is what he usually does. Then we've got let's get rid of that advert. So Forex dollar slide, euro recovers. It didn't really, actually. This is only an hour ago, but it really hasn't too much. You can see that against the pound, the euro's been strengthened. These are all on 4-hour charts, by the way. And what we focus on a lot in terms of the long-term trades is gold. If you're picking up gold, can lose you a lot of money very quickly if you don't know what you're doing with it. So this isn't something you should just be trying to trade without knowledge of what's going on with it. but we monitor this a lot, and you can see this trend line here on the 1 hour, and this, well, we're going back to, where are we going back to? We'll start this the 13th of June. All right, my birthday actually, but yeah, 13th of June there. You can see where this trend line started, and it's been dropping ever since. So even though there's been fluctuations in between, if you place a trade here, all right, and one of the guys in our group, one of the admin, did do this, and he actually pulled it at 12.05, and it's bounced back up off that. But he's traded this whole way. So if you're in the trading arena, that's the sort of information that you're going to be getting through. Real advanced notice about these long-term trades that you can just leave running. Imagine the amount of profit that you would have made on this. He didn't divulge how much it was, but it was a very decent amount, believe me. So the point is that we need to have the foresight collectively. We need to be sharing the information that puts us in a position where we can really take advantage of these movements before they happen. And this is exactly what we're doing here. So if you're to follow this, really, I'm going to take this down to 1200. All right, I'll just show you what I mean. So you can see it's bouncing off this. And what we're able to do once we identified this long-term movement is we can see where we should be entering an exit trade. So even if you've got a long-term trade, you can then start to, once you know the overall direction, you can start to be placing shorter-term trades to take advantage of the fluctuations that are happening in this as well. So imagine you can start compounding that profit on the same pair. All right, really simple trading once you know what the overall directional trade is. Now the ones we're waiting for, GBP USD here, again I'll show you on a 4-hour chart. And this is showing all the signs that it should be picking up. If we go to a daily chart, you'll see much clearer. So it's at a point here at 1.3. All right, well, really, we should be seeing it picking up from here. This is where Brexit level is, where it dropped away, and it's managed to recover from there. So my view is that it will start to recover from here. But what we need to remember is that it's in this channel here. If I demonstrate this, it's in a channel just about here. We could probably start it from up here somewhere. All right. Yeah, it's in a channel like this. So what we've got to expect from this is that it will continue on down. And it'll probably get to 129 or so, and then it will either break out of this channel to the upside, which we need to be patient for. It will break out of it to the downside. But while it's in this channel, this is on the daily chart, we put it on a 4-hour, you'll see it a bit clearer. There we go. We'll probably get a better view of this now actually. So if we just extend this out a little bit more, and on this side as well, yeah, so then you can start to get the sort of impression, and it is slowing up at this 129,500 level. So I imagine it didn't quite reach the bottom of this channel this time. So I see this picking up from here, but it is a slow process. We've been looking at this for 2 days now, and the pound still hasn't done really what we were expecting it to do. So it's just a case of being patient, and then we'll be able to take advantage when it does turn. Sorry about that. The ones to watch, I think this one, which is heading in the same direction, the CHF is heading in the same direction after the Canadian dollar. Look at that. So Aussie dollar, Canadian, Swiss franc, Australian dollar. But this is demonstrating how weak the Canadian dollar is now, and it got really strong. So again, this is just a summary of what's coming up, really. And you can see, there we go, this Canadian dollar on the daily charts getting to extreme positions here. And I wasn't able to take advantage of this, but Dan did in the trading arena. Let's just go back and have a look. Yeah, so just showing you in the trading arena. There we go. So I've managed to take 30 pips from the Aussie Canadian today. Great, Dan, you know, it's exactly what we want to see. Dan has only been in this week. He joined at the weekend, and he's already making very decent profit. And if you look back, he's saying that he's learnt a lot more in here than he has in every other trading group he's been in. And this is what it's all about. You know, this is what we're trying to achieve, making sure that when you're coming in, you're looked after. and you are making profit as quickly as possible. Believe me, when you're starting out with trading, any profit is good. It really is. It's a difficult thing to do, and we will help you to achieve it. It is possible, but you have to have the right mindset and the right education, and we'll help you to do that. So opportunities I see against the Canadian dollar at the moment, but for my money, I'm going to stick with this long term on gold, and at the moment we're selling, but I think it's going to start to get squeezed as we get to 1200, and then we could see it pick up that point. If you are watching gold, and I don't recommend doing it without the right advice and really knowing what you're doing, because it can cost you a huge amount of money if you don't get it right, but you want to be watching the Dixie as well. And if you want some more information on that, then I'm happy to give you a no obligation call. We can talk you through what we're doing both with the long-term trades, and that would be almost like day traders coming and joining us, and I want to attract more of that as well. And then ultimately, you know, I hope that there's an option for a move over to be able to make this your primary income, if that's your desire, and I will help you to do it. All right, we still have the offer, £249 for 3 months, and that includes the exclusive signals channel, dedicated signals channel, the exclusive trading arena, the course, and any one-on-one support that you need with myself. All right, have a great day. Hopefully I'll be back with some more exciting news tomorrow. The markets have been pretty slow, but they are all poised and in a position where at some point they're going to start breaking away, just as this has done today against the Canadian dollar. So we want to be right on hand to take advantage of this when it happens, just as Dan did today. Perfect job. All right, thanks, have a good evening, whatever you do, and I'll see you again tomorrow.